Hey, what's up, Divine Ones? It's Latoya O'Kill, baby. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, baby. Slide on in this thing. And if you are new to the Divine Ones family, I want to welcome you. Come on in, baby. And when you come in, make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you can get notified every time I drop new videos here on the channel, okay? If you new here, baby, if you've been rocking with me for a minute, if you've been in the Divine Ones family for a while, baby, I want to welcome you back. Come on in, come on in. So excited to have y'all on this video with me today. So I am Latoya O'Kill. I am a master coach, a spiritual leader, and a business mentor. I train and certify life coaches to start their life coaching businesses, and we build transformational leaders, baby, for the kingdom of God. So you watching this video right now, you own this channel, you are under the sound of my voice. I want you to know that you are a leader, and I want you to affirm it with me today. So go down there right now in the comments. Put this in the comments, baby. Say, I am a leader. I am destined for greatness. I am a leader. That's right, baby. God didn't call me to speak to followers. You listening right now? You a leader. I'm speaking to leaders. I was called to speak to leaders and to help you become that transformational leader that the Lord has created you to be and become the divine version of yourself. So if you here right now, if that resonate with you, that sound like something you're interested in, I want to let you know you're in the right place. Okay. So come on in, make sure you subscribe. So as I said, I do train and certify life coaches. Okay, that is part of what I do. That's part of my brand. And so I want to go over some characteristics with you today of what a successful life coach looks like. This is for my people who you may be aspiring to be a life coach. You've heard me speak about coaching. You've heard other people speak about coaching, and it sounds like something that you would be interested in. Or to my coaches that have been coaching for a while, baby, get your journal, get your blue ink pen, because we about to go in. We about to dig into some of these characteristics. This is what a successful life coach looks like. This is the way you should be carrying yourself. These are some of your daily habits that I'm going to be going over with y'all today, so you can check off on the list. Make sure you're doing what you need to do in order to bring that success into your life coaching business, okay? When I look back on it, baby, I realized that I've been coaching ever since I was old enough to talk. I always had a mindset, I always had a heart and a spirit to help people grow and bring the best out of themselves and become the best version that God has for them. I've always had a heart to do that. I grew up in church. I was in church as a little girl. I preached my first sermon at the age of 9 years old. So I always had a heart to be on stage and be a speaker and to help people in those type of areas of growth and self-development. It began as spiritual development, spiritual growth, and then it just overflowed in other areas as I started my business and as I became a entrepreneur and I set up everything with the business. I then began to help other people to do the same thing, other coaches to do the same thing, to launch successful life coaching businesses and use their gifts to make an impact and an influence on the world the same way that I have been able to do. And so these are just some of the characteristics of a successful life coach. If you see yourself in some of these characteristics that I'm going to go over today and you want to inquire within, I want to invite you. I'm going to give you an invite at the end to join my community. So stay tuned for that, baby. So I want y'all to be paying attention to see if you can see yourself in some of these characteristics, okay? Number one, baby, the first characteristic of a successful life coach is self-awareness. I want y'all to put that in the comments, self-awareness. And I actually did a reel about this on my Instagram. So y'all make sure y'all are following me on Instagram at I am Latoya O'Kill, because I did a reel about this, but I wanted to do the video to go more in depth with each one of the characteristics. So number one is successful life coaches are very self-aware. What does that mean? They know who they are. Okay, they know who they are. So a successful life coach is a person that knows who they are. They know their identity. What did you hear me say when I first came on this video? I told you who I was and I told you who I helped. That is a characteristic of a successful life coach. You are very aware of who you are. You are very aware of your identity, and you are very aware of who you are here to help, who you showed up on this planet to help. Because you can't help everybody. So you got to know the people that you call to, and you got to know your tribe, your audience, and the people that God has put you here to impact and to influence. So as a life coach, you know who you are, you know your gifts, you know your talents, you know your strengths. You are very well aware of these things, and you do some of your daily habits that you do daily. You pray. Successful life coaches pray. They meditate. Okay, they journal. They write in their journal. They are very self-aware of their goals. They have goals. I'm gonna get into some of the other characteristics. Let me slow down. But right now we're just focusing on the self-awareness. Okay, they are self-aware. They know who they are. They are familiar with who they are and what they came here to do. So as a coach, y'all hear me say all the time, forget them folks. Put that in the comments, baby. Say, forget them folks. Because as a life coach, you are self-aware and you have that mindset to say, forget them folks. I know who I am. I know what I was called to do. You can't come over here and talk me out of what I'm called to do. You can't come over here and sway me and have me double guessing, triple guessing myself, doubting myself. No, successful life coaches do not doubt themselves or their gifts or their talents and their strengths and what they came here to do and who they came here to help. They are very self-aware. They know who they are. And it don't matter what other people come and say about them or what other people call them, because they are self-aware. I know who I am. I know my identity in Christ, and I know who I came here to help. So that is a strong characteristic of successful life coaches. They are very self-aware. Okay. Number 2, they are great students. They are great students. And you're going to see me looking down a little bit because I got my journal. Look, that's a characteristic of a successful life coach. We carry them journals, baby. We keep our notes. We have our journals. We have our blue ink pens. Come on, divine ones. Okay. Number 2, successful life coaches are great students. Okay. Great students make great teachers. Great followers make great leaders. So in order for you as a successful life coach, okay, because you successful, baby. As a successful life coach, as you go on to make an impact and an influence with your audience, it's going to begin first with you having a mentor. It's going to begin with you having a coach. So successful life coaches have coaches for themselves. They have a coach. They have a mentor. They have somebody that can hold them accountable. They have somebody that can check them. They have somebody that they can get the knowledge from, that they can get the wisdom from as a successful life coach. And just to throw this in as a bonus tip, another characteristic of, and this ain't of the 5, but this is a bonus tip. Another characteristic of successful life coaches is they get training. Yeah, they get training. And this can go up on the number 2. They're great students. And they also get training. So they take the time to invest in their craft and learn their craft. They go to a master coach, right here. But they go to a master coach, baby, and they invest in training. They invest in a brand that is established. They invest in someone who has the fruit, who has the results, somebody that has the experience, somebody that has the anointing that was called to do this, and they have gone through the process and they have developed a system to be able to train other people. A successful coach invests in training. They get the training, they get the wisdom, they get the knowledge, they get the tools to help them be better coaches for their clients and for their brand. Okay, so as a successful coach, you will commit to a life of learning. They are lifelong learners. They understand that the learning process never stops. They understand that the self-development process never stops, that it goes on and on and on and on. And the more that they grow and they self-develop, the better they are able to show up for their own clients. Okay, so that was number 2. They are great students. Number 3, y'all got your journal, okay? Got that blue ink pen? Okay, number 3, baby. They know how to keep their clients motivated. This is very important. They know how to keep their clients motivated. A successful life coach will bring the best out of you, baby. They will bring the best out of you. They will challenge you. They will help you break through barriers. They will help you. Like I say, that spiritual sledgehammer. Y'all put that in the comments, baby. Say the spiritual sledgehammer. The spiritual sledgehammer, baby. Because as a successful life coach, they know how to speak life into you. They know how to motivate you and encourage you and inspire you to pick up the spiritual sledgehammer, baby, and to bust down all of these bricks and these barriers and these blocks and these obstacles that are hindering you and that are keeping you stuck. Come on now. Somebody put it in the comments. Say the spiritual sledgehammer. So another characteristic, this is a side tip, bonus tip, okay? Get that journal, blue ink pen, bonus tip, write this down, because another tip about a successful life coach is they not only gonna bring the best out of you, but they also gonna stir up all of the gifts that are on the inside of you. They will stir up all the gifts on the inside of you. And also, too, write this down. A successful life coach, a good life coach. I'm talking about good coaches now. I'm talking about some show enough good coaches. Do you understand me? And we out here, baby. God got some folks. God got some special ops. Come on now. Y'all watch that video what I gave y'all when I was talking about God is sending special ops to break his people free, because God got some ops on the scene, baby. I ain't talking about for the devil. I'm talking about ops for the kingdom. Okay, somebody put that in the comments, say kingdom special ops, because God got some special ops. And this is what I'm talking about with successful divine ones, successful life coaches. Come on now. A successful coach will help you get to places within yourself that you can't get to by yourself. A successful life coach will help you see things within yourself that you can't see by yourself. Come on now. So there is greatness on the inside of you, but you may be blind to it. You may be oblivious to it. You can't see it because of the danger of familiarity. Come on now. You can't see it because of the people that are surrounding you every day, that's looking past you, that's looking over you like you nothing. And then you looking over yourself like you nothing, because you're just so familiar with yourself and you're so familiar with who you are or who you think you are, that you're overlooking the greatness that's inside of you. So when you connect with a coach, a successful life coach, a good one, will help you go places within yourself that you would have never been able to get to by yourself. They're going to help you see things within yourself that you would have never been able to see by yourself. So all of the greatness and all of the beauty and all of the tools and all of the wisdom and the knowledge and the anointing that God has placed inside of you, when you connect with a good life coach, a successful life coach, they bring that to the forefront so you can see it. They highlight that so you can see it. You could say something in a session or when y'all working together, and they will pause right there. Pause right there. Do you realize what you just said? Do you realize what this says about you? This says XYZ about you. This says XYZ about your character. Can you see that? What do you see when you look at that? What did you get out of that when you watch that? What did you see they pull? They're going to ask those questions to make you think. They're going to ask those questions to make you go within to those places that you would have never been able to go by yourself. That's what a successful life coach does. That's a characteristic of a powerful coach. They know how to keep their clients motivated. They challenge their clients to break through barriers. You ain't staying broke, busted, and disgusted if you got a good coach. It ain't no way you're going to be able to listen to their content. It ain't no way you're going to be able to sit in their sessions and in their classes and keep being broke, busted, and disgusted. It's going to be something in that person that's going to stir up something in you. A good coach will light a fire up under you, baby. And you'll feel like, man, I got to get up and do something. I got to get up and create something. I got to get up and stop feeling sorry for myself. I got to get up and set some goals. A good life coach knows how to bring the best out of their clients, and they know how to keep their clients motivated. Okay, that was number 3. All right, number 4, baby. Number 4, successful life coaches are great listeners. This is very important, because in the world that we live in today, people do more talking than they do listening. Y'all know I'm telling y'all the truth. People that's y'all know, just everyday people, when you call somebody and you call yourself in the vent to them or talk about this or talk about that, before you know it, baby, they done went off and went to talk about themselves. You called them to talk about what you had going on, and now they telling you about what happened to them in the 3rd grade, or they telling you about what happened to them on their job and all this stuff. And you like, wait a minute, I thought I was calling to talk about me. And that problem is because most people don't have the gift of listening. Most people can't listen. And see, as a life coach, you're a great listener and you're an active listener. And I'm going to go get into that a little bit of what that means. But as a life coach, you also, and y'all note this down, this is a bonus characteristic of a successful coach. They have a servant's heart. A servant's heart. What does that mean? A life coach, a good one, knows how to put themselves last so that they can bring the best out of their client. They know in certain moments that this is not about me right now, and I'm not going to bring up things that's going on in my personal life unless I'm sharing a lesson that I'm teaching to my clients or my audience or on a video. But other than that, a successful life coach knows this is not about me personally right now. This is about me helping my client get their breakthrough. So you'll know when you're connected with a good coach, because when you talk to them, it's all about you. It's all about you, and it's all about your growth, and it's all about your advancement, and it's all about you becoming the best version of yourself. And whatever that takes for you to get to that place, a good coach will hold you accountable and help you set those goals to be able to get there. Okay. And that's what you're going to get from a good coach. They're going to listen to you. They're going to create a space for you to feel comfortable enough to open up to them. I know when I go places, I could just be sitting down, getting my hair braided, getting my hair done, getting my lashes done. I could be going in the grocery store, or I don't never really go in the grocery store like that no more. I be ordering my groceries to come to the door. But, just whenever I go somewhere at the house store or something like that, people go to opening up, baby. They go to sharing their whole life story. And I just be went in there just to get one or two things. And then I find myself in a whole coaching session. And it's because of my energy. It's because of my presence, my spirit that I give off. People feel comfortable. And that's a characteristic of a successful coach. They just, with them being themselves, like it ain't nothing you having to jump through hoops and do. It's just you being your natural, authentic self. The spirit and the energy that you bring, you create a atmosphere that is comfortable for people, that they just feel like they can just open up and they can just tell their whole life story and they're safe here. A successful life coach, their clients feel safe with them. They feel they can be vulnerable, that they're not going to be judged. Bonus tip, a good coach is not biased. A successful life coach is not biased, meaning that you don't take sides. You don't take sides. You, like how my grandma say, you for the right. I'm for the right, baby. I don't listen. You ain't gonna get no sides with me. I'm not gonna take your side just because you my client. Come on now. I'm not gonna take your side. I'm gonna share it with you in love. I'm gonna express it to you in love, which leads me to my next point, number 5. Successful life coaches have compassion. You have compassion. So even if you gotta, kind of spank that behind a little bit, you got to kind of get on your client a little bit, because you do hold your clients accountable. This is how growth happens. You got to hold them accountable. So even when you have to do that, you do it with compassion. Successful life coaches have compassion. A successful life coach understands that it's not just about me giving you advice and you following the advice, but because what's going to happen in those moments where, as a coach, I give you some advice and you don't follow it, or you don't do it? Am I going to get mad and I'm going to cuss you out and I'm going to get upset and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make you feel bad because you didn't do what I told you to do? No, I have to have compassion. You have to have compassion for your people. You got to have compassion for your clients, and you have to understand that people are not robots, that it is not cut and dry. It's not you tell them what to do, they do it, and then they successful. It don't always happen like that. So you have to have compassion. You have to have understanding. You have to be able to have an understanding with your clients. Okay, you have to have a soft spirit. You have to have an encouraging spirit. You have to have a comforting spirit. So it's not just about you coaching them and holding them accountable and drilling information into them and giving them tips and giving them strategies and setting goals with them. That'll be the majority of what y'all will do. But sometimes they just need a listening ear. Sometimes they just need somebody to have a little compassion on them. Sometimes they just need somebody to comfort them a little bit. They need somebody to encourage them. They need somebody to just understand and let them know it's okay. So as a successful coach, you have that balance to where you're able to get the best out of your clients and hold them accountable, but you're also compassionate. So you have that compassion for them as well. You have that comforting spirit. You have that encouraging spirit. It's like the auntie spirit. It's like that auntie spirit. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time, auntie, I have moments where I get on to y'all, but what I do it in love. I do it in love. When you done slept on yourself a little bit too much, the auntie come out of me and I be like, all right, this Auntie Toya talking to you now. I know some of y'all might be older than me. Yes, I'm 35 in the natural, but in the spirit, we ain't got no age. I'm talking about in the spirit. Auntie Toya in the spirit is coming out. And then I have to get on y'all spiritual behind because you sleeping on your gifts and you being disobedient and you ain't getting up moving the way God told you to move. So the auntie in me come out. But what happens? You receive it. Why? Because I do it in love. I do it in love. I do it with a comforting spirit. I do it with an encouraging spirit. Come on now. I do it with an understanding spirit. You can feel the compassion. This is a characteristic of a successful life coach. They have compassion. I have heard people say that, some of my students that I've heard in classes and stuff, well, I was on the session with her and I told her what she needed to do. And then she was hard-headed and she didn't do it. And she just get on my nerves. It just get on my nerves because it's like, why you just can't do it? I just told you what to do. Why you can't do it? No, it don't work like that, baby. You dealing with a human being. Come on now. You're not dealing with a robot. And then you got to stop and ask yourself, do you always just do what you supposed to do that God done told you to do? Do you always just do it? No, because life happens. So as their coach, they need you to have compassion on them in those moments where they fail or in those moments where they drop the ball. They don't need you to just jump all down their throat, but they need you to be understanding. They need you to have that comforting spirit. That is very, very important to the success of your life coaching business. Okay. All right, baby. So that's it. Those were the 5 characteristics plus bonus tips because I gave y'all so many bonuses. So those were the 5 characteristics of successful life coaches. Okay. So if you can see any of these characteristics, if you can see yourself inside of any of these characteristics, then you could probably be a life coach, baby. If you could see yourself in any of these characteristics that I went over on this video, you probably a life coach. You a low-key life coach, okay? And it is time. It is your time. Put this in the comments right now. It's my time. It's my time, baby. That's right. Put it in the comments. Say, it's my time to make an impact using my gift of coaching. This is what I want you to do. Remember, I told you about that invite. Yes, click the link below and sign up for the free Life Coaching 101 Masterclass. Now, so many of you have signed up for that free masterclass, but what have you done with that information? Have you executed on any of that information? Have you gone to the next step in the process? What's the next step in the process? The next step is to find out what you need to do to get certified. You decide which class you want to take, whether that's the basic or the advanced, whether you want to pay all at one time or you want to sign up for one of the payment plans. You look at everything that's required of you on that level and you write it out. And then you figure out what you need to do in order to become the person that can invest in that training program. And then you set up a strategy. You create an action plan. You're going to be exercising stuff that you're going to be doing with your clients. This is what you're going to do with your clients, because when they want to do something or they aspire to get to a certain place, you can't just sit there. They can't just sit there and say, oh, well, I don't have the money. Or, oh, well, I guess that's just not for me. No, you research, everything that is going to be required of you on that level. So what is it that you need? How much do you need to be able to invest? What do you need to learn? What books do you need to read? What free videos can you continue to watch? And you create a plan step by step. You say, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that after that. And then doing all of this will lead me up to being able to invest in this training program. So many of you have told me that you want to be a part of the program. You want to join the training, but what are you doing to get there? What are you doing to get there? We talked about this in our Kingdom Connections Live that I did with my good friend, Terry Cowser. You got to get the information. Come on now. You got to create a plan, and then you have to execute. So you get the information. Take the free Life Coaching 101 Masterclass. That's getting the information. Okay. Find out how much the certification program is. Go to LatoyaOKillAcademy.com. Click the link below where it says online courses. Go to the site. Look around the site. Look at the prices. Look at the investment for the basic, for the advanced. Okay, so you're getting the information. You're looking at everything that's going to be required of you on this level. Then you create a plan. What do I need to do in order to get there? How much do I need to save? What else do I need to learn? What books do I need to read? What content do I need to watch? Okay? And then you execute. You execute. You take action. You take action. This is how your dreams become a reality. This is how it happened for me. Okay? And so for any of you that, as I was going through these characteristics, you heard the characteristics and you say, I think I need a coach. I ain't ready to be no coach. I don't think I could be a coach, but those characteristics, Toya, I need that in my life. I need somebody that can hold me accountable. I need somebody that can show compassion. I need somebody that can listen and help me become the best version of myself. If that's you, I got something for you too, baby. Okay. Go down in the description, click the link to invest in a one-on-one strategy session with me. Okay. That is a 1 hour strategy session. It is investment that you are investing for 1 hour with a master coach and trainer, which is me, an expert, somebody that is skilled in this area of life coaching. And even if you don't ever book anything else in coaching with me, you will leave from that session with a powerful lifelong strategy to help you transform your life. Okay. So you're going to get what you invested in, baby. You're going to get the value from it. Don't worry about that. And then if you're not at that place where you can invest in the one-on-one strategy session, I do have a group coaching community as well that you can join. It is a monthly subscription of $47 that you can cancel at any time. Okay. So you can come in there. You have access to our community. You have access to other divine ones from all over the world. We have group coaching sessions. We have group success calls every month, accountability. You have the private community inside. You have access to hours and hours. Somebody say hours and hours. You have access to hours and hours of masterclasses and group coaching recordings and success call recordings. So you can come in, get your journal, your blue ink pen, and have everything. You have a vault of knowledge available to you when you sign up for our group coaching community. Okay. So we have something for everybody, baby. I am Latoya Okia. I love y'all so much. I pray that you will join the community either as a certified life coach or you will come in and get life coaching for yourself, because I'm telling y'all, life coaching has changed my life. Becoming a coach, investing in coaching, creating a training certification program for other coaches has changed my life, and it's changing the lives of so many other people as well. So I pray that you will be a part of this movement. I love you so much, and I'll check back in with y'all later.